Hello everyone, I'm going to be doing a game on Chess Ultra. I'm going to be playing against the computer, so I'm going to start a new game. And I'm going to start in the area where the Grim Reaper plays. So let's see, my side is random, game timer's none, opponent is the computer. So we'll start him at say 12:35, you know. So let's see which color I get. So it has a atmosphere and atmospheric. If you had the VR version, you would be seeing the Grim Reaper on the other side. I don't have the VR, so we're just going to see the board. And I got black. So he's starting off with D4. No, actually I take that back. That's E4 because it's... Yeah, he starts with E4. So I'm gonna play the Pyrrhic defense. Now he's trying to control the center by having two pawns there. So now I'm gonna move my knight in to attack that pawn over there, which is not guarded. Now apparently he's guarding that one pawn, but he's not guarding this knight, and I think I could take it safely. So I'm sorry, take the pawn safely. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it. See, now he wants to put it under pressure because it's not being guarded by anything. But that's fine. I'll just put him back. And I've gotten a pawn for nothing. Now his bishop is there, putting pressure on a square that's covered multiple times. So I'm gonna finish out my bishop over here. He wants to put me in check. I'm just gonna block it with my pawn. And he has to go somewhere else. In the meantime, I'm gonna continue developing. I'm gonna put my bishop over here. He wants to put the knight under pressure, so I'm gonna cover that knight with my other knight. So if he tries to trade it, it's just oh. That was dumb. That he's trading a bishop. Well, yeah, he's trading a bishop for a pawn. And now he's trading off the knights. So he's giving up a lot of material here. Now he's going to get the rook back though. Let's see. There's no way I can stop him from getting the rook. I don't think. No, actually I can. I could block with the bishop, and then by blocking with the bishop, the queen covers the rook. So that's a waste of him. Now I'm gonna put my king here, safe, castling, and I have a crushing game here. So now the only thing is I need to activate my pieces a little more. So I'm gonna put my rook over here in the center, or at least, you know, work his way towards the center. He's casting, he's putting his king safe. I would like to move my pawn up and then trade it off. The only problem is that leaves this pawn over here loose. Nothing's guarding it. I would love to put the bishop here and put that queen under pressure, but then nothing's guarding the bishop, so... given that I'm ahead material-wise, I think I'm gonna start advancing towards the center. He's putting his knight there. Let's see. Do I take the pawn? Well, I'll take the pawn. He could retake with the knight. Now this pawn over here is not guarded by anything, so I think I'll move my rook to plus take it off a prize from this dangerous queen over here. So I'm putting pressure on a square that's not guarded. Now he's guarding it indirectly because the knight could go back, and he's putting pressure over here against this pawn which is not covered yet. So now I need to either let me see, and the knight goes here, pressuring this one, and alright, so I'm going to have to guard this square here, and to do that I think I'm going to put my queen The only question is, do I want the queen here and reinforcing this, or do I want the queen over here? Let me see if the queen goes here. He might go there. No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put my queen over here. Oh, he went for it. So he's down a lot of material. Let me see. Now I could retake with the rook or the queen. I'm gonna... No, I don't know. Maybe the queen. Yeah, I'm gonna do it with the queen. See, he's going into a file that does nothing. Now, I'm attacking him twice. He's defended once. If I could put a little more pressure on him, I can take that. Well, again, this is not guarded, but this is risky to go after a pawn because he won't have support. But I don't see a quick way for him to get at it. So I'm gonna take ahead that free material. Plus now I am putting more pressure on that square from before. Now the knight's here. Love to have my bishop do something to it. Now I could put the bishop here and put pressure across this diagonal. I just gotta watch and see where's this knight going. Knight goes here, it gets captured, knight goes there, knight goes there, gets captured. So I think I'm okay. Plus I want to make use of this long diagonal. But maybe I should move the knight. Let me see if I move the knight there, move the knight here. Well, we're gonna trade off knights, I guess, if I go here. You know what? Let's trade off the knights. I'm gonna have material, so it makes sense to start trading. I gotta worry. Let's see if I do this and he puts his rook over here. Wait. I move the knight here to put pressure on here. He puts his rook here. Now the knight. Well. I want him to do more. What is... What if... no, if he comes here, he gets traded. Well, let's wait. If he comes here and he puts the rook over... well, I could play on a diagonal over here. No, because then the rook would take. He's coming over here, and if I have to move my queen, nothing's guarding this. Well, the bishop is. The bishop's guarding this rook. I think I need to move. Even though I would love to take this pawn, it's like I'm wasting time. So I'm gonna bring them back, so they guard each other. All right. That pawn is on a dark no. Light color square. I would love to put the bishop here and attack the queen, but nothing's helping this bishop. However, now that I think about it, I could put this bishop over here and it's covered by the knight. I'm putting pressure against that queen. Alright, the queen is on a light colored square again. I would like to put it here, but I know what will happen. The knight will trade off. So instead, I'm going to put pressure against the queen with my other rook. See, these form a nice battery. Oh, that's bad. Well, he's down a lot of material. Oh, jeez, he's giving his pieces away. This is just crushing. All right, let's see. My queen is headed this way. I'm being pressured indirectly. He's not guarded by anybody, so I got to be careful about where I put this queen. Wait, maybe the queen here. Or down, well, he's got no bishop, so I don't have to worry about any diagonals or anything. Alright, he wants to put pressure against the bishop, which is not guarded. But Now he's guarded by the pawn, so go away. Now my knights on the rim are dim, so I'm gonna centralize it a little more. So if I centralize it, he's gonna go here when he centralizes. Or I could just take this pawn, but you know what? This knight needs to do something. Plus, look, you have a potential. Even though I would take it, there's a potential fork. So I'm not gonna give them a chance. Alright, let me see. I could take this one, and then he could move his rook over and then get that pawn. So you know what? I'm taking this pawn instead. Now, he wants to go after this. That's fine. Let me see. If I bring the knight here, it's check, but then he'll take with his rook, so no. If I take the knight here, a sack. My queen can come in. You know what? I think I need more pressure on here. And that would mean I need him. And he's covered by, yeah. He's covered by the queen. Alright, so he's just sacking. Yeah, he's really lost now. Now he has to block the potential mating threat. But now the mating threat gets initiated again. Although he could block with his rook though. Yeah. He's got to block with the rook. But now the problem he's going to have is this one comes in for the kill. And now the only choice is to block, and now my queen will take his rook, and it's going to be mate. And there you go. So the computer goes down, my rating goes up. So there you have it. Then it's got options for taking back the last 10 moves, the last one move, and tell it to stop. And you can see, look at the visuals. You got a nice little, like I said, if you had this in VR mode, you would have the Grim Reaper across from you, and he would be reacting to how you're playing, meaning that, you know, if you're doing well, he kind of gets upset about it. So there's a kind of doom and gloom over here, because you're fighting the Grim Reaper he wants to take your soul away from you. So there you have it. So let me see if I could figure out. I'm going to stop it here, and it's going back to that screen. And then you see you got like tournaments. It has teaching. You got challenges to do. You got different options. You could let me see if I remember correctly. You know, you can change the different settings here. So I'm gonna go back. Let me see if I can go back to the menu. Alright, so then I don't remember what challenges does. Oh, it's like it shows you, okay, so it gives you practice. So you see I got mate in 1, 8 out of 10. Let's see if we could finish it. Solve this puzzle. Wait. So how do I know which ones are? Oh, no, complete. Alright, so these are the, oh, oops. These are the last two. So let's see if I could get them. So it's a mate in 1. I have to just look for one move that mates the game. Okay, so let's see. I got a, I'm assuming I'm white. I guess I'm white. Now the way I see it, his king is kind of pinned. It's got limited amount of space. So I'm thinking that you would bring the knight here because he can't take it with the bishop because that would expose it to check. So I'm assuming that this is the right move. Right? Because, yeah, yeah, it is. Right, and then so we got one more and we'll be done. So again, we're white.